Welcome to the Metaverse. This is an NFT Shake special about the Solana NFT project called Panzer Dogs. Over to you, Dan. Tell us about Panzer Dogs.
All right, hi guys. Yeah, I'm hyped for this one. It's cool. Right, so Panzer Dogs. It's two NFT launches, the dogs and the tanks. It's been around a while. I picked up a dog, don't know, 6 weeks ago, maybe 8 weeks ago, and for about 1.5 Solana, and I got airdropped a tank, and then they launched their demo of the game, and had a play, and it's cool. I really liked it. So if we just take a look at maybe the dogs first and look at the floor price as it is today, just under 3. These were at 4 just a week ago, and because of this kind of still in this mini kind of bear market, it feels, they've dipped to 3. I'm really tempted to get another one.
I don't have one. I'm also tempted. So they call it a player v player tank brawler on Solana, with 5,555 unique dog avatars.
Yeah, do you remember the I'm testing your memory here, the Atari combat game where it was just you're a tank and you fired like a 1 pixel bullet and it used to bounce around the screen, and you had to you all on one screen, one tank either end, and you go.
I had an Amiga, so I wasn't an Atari guy, but that sounds a bit like almost like Angry Birds or one of those games like that. Where you
maybe we should have queued it up, but yeah, it's basically that, but with newer graphics.
They still look quite 90s, these graphics, in a cool way.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll come on to that.
Yeah, so it's like Atari gameplay with 90s graphics with blockchain capability and play to earn. It's fun. It's a fun game.
So to play, you have to have a tank and a dog. The dog is driving the tank?
Your dog is driving the tank. You have to have a dog. You can get a loner tank to play. But if you have your own tank, then you play with your own tank, right? It's cool. But they airdropped me a tank, so I've been playing with that. There's different rarities of dogs. Does
that help in the game at all, the rarity?
When it comes to staking, yeah. So we'll get on to that in a bit. So they could have done a better job with the artwork, in my opinion. It's okay. I think it's all right. They're wearing like tracksuits and stuff. They're wearing weird hats. I think they could have been better. Could have been cooler, but it's okay.
I think it's fine.
Yeah. So they're the dogs. The tanks are definitely cooler. So flick back one.
Yeah, these give me real sort of 16-bit vibes.
Yeah, it's cool, right? So they're broken up into like 3 parts: the base, the body, and the turret. And you can mix and match them. So you can grind away, play the game, win a turret, earn a new turret, buy a new turret, or whatever.
So the NFT that you have does change how the game plays in terms of the tank.
Yeah.
So isn't this getting into the problem of pay to win potentially?
Yep, we always talk about this. Yeah, look at that beast of a tank there, 150 Solana. I would love that.
Only 15,000 US dollars. That could be yours.
Yeah, take a while to grind that money back, I think. But there is always that. I having played this, they had over the last 5 days. They had a competition where you play the game and the top 20 won stuff, right? The top first place won 20 Sol, second place won 10, and then 5, and so on. And then the from 11 to 20 you won a tank. And it's 5 days. Guys were playing this like 15 hours a day.
That's a really good sign, isn't it?
Right, and they were proper grinding it. Every time I played, like the same 3 guys were in there grinding.
Oh, so you were actually playing it?
Yeah. I was.
How did you do?
In the top 200. I was in the top 150 for a while.
But
I don't know.
Out of 160, you were in the top 150.
Definitely. I think at least 1,000 people must have played.
Did you literally just make that up, or was that?
What, the 1,000? No, I'm trying to remember, because after I played my first game, it told me my position, and I think it was 1,000 and something.
All right, so apparently Dan's really good at this game. I'll just take his word for that. That's fine.
Yeah, well, it's cool. We'll see some gameplay in a minute.
So you didn't win anything then?
No, I was never. I was miles away. I had like 250 points, and the first place had like 25,000 points. I was miles away, but so I was playing these guys who were grinding, and I was competing. Right, they were clearly better than me, and I did get whooped hard on occasions. But I really enjoyed playing against them. You learn a lot from these more experienced players who are playing a lot more. So when I next battled in another game where they weren't playing, it was me doing me being the boss and using the things that I'd learned from them.
So are there different standards of game? Are there like advanced users and begin? I think you need something like that. Otherwise, it's. Having said that, if you go to Counter-Strike game online, it's going to be like 99% guys who've been playing Counter-Strike for years, and you're going to get your ass kicked. Maybe that's just how online gaming is.
You just have to. Yeah, you've got to earn your stripes, right? You've got to battle through. You've got to take your whoopings, and then eventually you grind, and then you because by playing the better players, that's how you learn, right? So. But if you're playing someone who's not very good and they're beating you because their tank is faster and stronger and you can never kill them, that's no fun.
That's pay to win, isn't it? So
yeah, that won't work.
There may be an aspect to that. It depends. Well, did you get a sense for how much of an advantage it was to have a more expensive tank, basically?
Well, I'm not certain that the guys who were grinding the hardest had the best tanks. It didn't seem that they were much faster or stronger or could shoot further or anything like that. I think they've done a fairly good job with this. I really like the team.
So they don't have an advantage then.
There is yeah.
So what can they do?
So there's there's loads of attributes, right? So there's the overall speed of the tank. Then there's boosts that the tank can in terms of speed. Then there's the amount of damage your bullets do, the amount of damage you can sustain. There's lots of different attributes that they build in. I haven't quite figured it all out yet, so it doesn't seem to be like if you buy this certain tank you get these attributes. They seem to have like hidden attributes to them, so you don't know what you've got until you actually buy the tank, which I kind of like.
But there is an advantage to having a better tank. You're just not. It's probably not huge then if it's not obvious.
Yeah, it's hard to know what a better tank is, though, right? So is a faster one? Is that faster, weaker one necessarily better than a slower, bigger one?
So is there a trade-off then? Or, I mean, presumably this really expensive tank would be better than a really cheap tank overall.
You would hope so, but who knows? We're just not sure yet. Until you've got that tank, you don't know what all its attributes are. But if it's a rare one, you would expect it to have some cooler attributes, yeah. But it's kind of a bit hidden.
That's interesting. All right, so I don't know how we can figure that out for next time, but
well, I'll yeah. So we've had the alpha is launched, so we can see some gameplay from their website. Just give people a feel for what it is.
So what we've got here is like a 30-second video from their website. So this really, can you remember Bitmap Brothers? They did like Speedball, Chaos Engine. Like 16-bit games in the 90s.
Yeah, this looks like Super NES kind of level.
Yeah, it was around that time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like isometric, sort of fake 3D kind of thing.
This is addictive. Once you start playing, so the games are quick, like couple of minutes.
So you're on a map and you just have to kill everyone else, like a deathmatch basically.
Yeah, at the moment the only demo is.
Life.
Yeah, no, more than one life. So it's 3-on-3, respawn when you die. There's like health packages that you can like pick up and restore energy. There's different weapons you can pick up, like lasers and flamethrowers and missiles, all on positioned. They're always in the same position on the map, so you know where they are. And there's walls you can blow up and things you can shoot through, things you can't. If you hide in the grass, like you're completely invisible, so you can just like camp out there for a tank to come past and then blitz them. It's a fun game. It's so addictive, and it's rapid. So a couple of minutes you play. It's good fun. So it's most kills wins. They have an MVP each time. Earn more for being the MVP. So the idea is that you can upgrade your tanks, right? That's what it's all about. Buying more parts for your tanks.
Presumably you can cash out the the soul if you wanted to.
Yeah, so I think what people will do, this is what I would do, is I would play the game until I've save up enough. Their token's called Panzer. So when I've played enough and I've covered my costs, then straight after that I can either choose to start taking profits or start upgrading my tank to get better so I can earn faster. Okay, yeah.
This just popped up at the end of that last video, which is completely random, but it kind of reminds me of this art style.
There's going to be so many games like this play to earn, I'm sure, and this looks fun. This looks like Monkey Ball.
This was an amazing
not Monkey
game,
Ball.
by the way,
It's called Monkey League now. You up?
This was an amazing game in the 90s as well.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I've played. Yeah, this is Speedball, right?
Ice cream. Remember that? Yeah, Speedball. Exactly.
I don't remember that. I didn't have it. I only played this around other people's houses. I didn't. Wait, was this on like Mega Drive or something?
It started on the Amiga.
Oh, okay.
And I think there was an Atari ST version.
Oh, okay. No, I didn't have those, so I didn't play this one.
But I think there's what you're seeing is a lot of. I think there's a lot of, basically, let's be honest, guys who are into crypto, who are in the like 30 to 50-year-old range.
Yep.
And they're playing on the whole nostalgia thing. So you see a lot of 80s nostalgia. You see a lot of Back to the Future and Terminator nostalgia. And now you're seeing like game nostalgia for 90s games. And this kind of stuff really appeals to a lot of the people that are into crypto, I think.
Yeah, I agree. But also I think there's a... so kids that are growing up now, they're used to seeing like amazing graphics and like basically like real life graphics. And there's some fun behind this, right? But it being a little bit more basic. I like that. And I think kids are going to want that. They're not just going to want everything to be completely realistic all the time. You want a little bit of fun, a little bit of creativity, and that's what games like this bring.
Yeah, for sure. And it's much easier to make probably than an Unreal Engine 5 photorealistic game.
Yeah,
that's just a coincidence, though.
This is a fun game. So you can, at the moment, you can stake your Panzer dog and your tank, and that will earn C Panzer.
Is it worth going to the website? Oh, tell them a second.
Oh, sorry, yeah, you're on the website. Go to staking.
So for anyone who doesn't know, staking is where you give some of your tokens for someone to hold, and then you earn some kind of yield on that.
Yeah. So, but this is they come out of your wallet, they go into here, and you stake them, and you earn C Panzer.
Can you use them in the game when they're being staked?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's really cool. So I've got 3 tanks now and just 1 dog. And then each game that comes up, you pick which tank you want to use, right? So I've got my airdropped one, which I'm emotionally attached to now. I got it for free. I want to keep it, and it's okay. It's okay. It's not particularly rare. And I bought a slightly rarer one, and then I just saw a bargain the other day, and I thought I've got to have that as well.
Can you tell the difference between the different tanks when you're using them? Like one's faster, or one can take more hits.
Yeah. So one of them's got this boost function, which the other one doesn't have. And when you're moving in a straight line, these little flames come out the back, and it just moves really fast.
So are these traits on Magic Eden then? Or is this just rarity, or?
So you've got
more rare is stronger, is it? Or
so if you look at tracks, you'll just see there's loads of different tracks, right?
Boost live.
Yeah, like nimble, obviously. Yeah.
What would sneaky mean?
Yeah, who knows? I haven't figured it all out yet. There might be some details somewhere. The guys in the Discord know a little bit more, but people are still figuring this stuff out.
Yeah, presumably they have some relevance in the game. We just don't know what that is yet.
It's not fully known. No, definitely
Unless
not.
That's just an NFT rarity thing. But it seems if it's an active game, that surely it would have some impact on the game as well.
Yeah, I mean, I want to find out what's good. What makes the a great tank for me to use? Is it nimble? It's got plenty of speed. I just don't know yet. I think it will come down to what kind of player you are as well. Like, do you want to go and attack, or are you happy sort of just nipping in and firing a few bullets and then pulling away? There's going to be there's probably a best practice tactic for winning the most points or winning the most games, but. Don't know what it is yet.
Yeah, I wonder if the really big ones like this are slower. Right, so let's have a look. So
look at its rarities. Yeah, so skin is rare. Okay, yeah, orange.
So we're assuming more rare is better, which may not be the case.
It's got to be, hasn't it? So
it would make sense,
body rarity. Yeah. This has got epic. I think this might be the number one.
Well, it's 150 sol.
Yeah, I think it's but it did say rarity 1, but I don't trust that fully yet on Magic Eden. But yeah, it's got boosted tracks, so don't know exactly what that means yet. But yeah, I think that the rarest ones are gonna have some really cool attributes, and I would like to run into that tank in a game. Obviously, it's listed at the moment, but yeah. So there we go. That R must be like some rarity.
Oh, I just say one. Well, that makes sense. That's from Rareable. How rare is? Yeah, that's
yeah. I trust how rare is more over the others.
How rare is doesn't seem to list all the NFTs, or Magic Eden doesn't have a good connection to them. Maybe they're scraping it or something.
Yeah, it looks like it. It's early days for this feature on. I'm still going to how rare is and checking it because there's some attributes you can turn on and off, and I just don't trust that Magic Eden are doing that. So,
cool.
But yeah, so you can stake your tank, stake your dog, and earn Sea Panzer. And however much Sea Panzer you've got, when they will airdrop you the official Panzer token, and that's pre-IDO. Which I think is cool of them to do that, right? So then it goes to IDO, then the investors and people come in, and then they get they normally IDO price is really good, and then when it actually launches, it's normally sometimes can be 2 or 3x what the IDO price was straight away. And who's to know whether it will just tank straight away or stabilize and take a bit? Sorry, say again.
Pun intended.
Ah, no, yeah. No, that one escaped me. So, but I think it's cool that they're going to airdrop tokens pre-IDO. It's pretty slow staking. Like you don't earn a lot. I've had one tank and 1 dog, and I've only got about 3 Panzer.
And how much does a Sea Panzer work? Can you swap those on Radium or something? Or?
Not yet. So Sea Panzer, this is pre-IDO. So when it gets to you will be able to swap it on Radium when they launch Panzer, but that's further down the line.
So you could potentially sell these on Famous Foxes if you really wanted
to. Yeah, maybe.
But there's no liquidity pool or anything.
No, I wonder. Yeah, I haven't looked at that yet. I'm just I'm probably going to get another dog, particularly now they're under 3, and maybe another tank. I think the tanks are about 0.8 right now.
Yeah, I might have a look into this myself actually.
I think I'm going to get another one of those and just start racking up this Sea Panzer now because I do think this game's going to be good. It's a Dutch-based team called Lucky Cat with a K, and they've got history of game development, so mobile games. They've had like 200 million downloads of their mobile games. Their intention is to make this mobile as well, and that really spiked my interest.
Yeah, if they've got a history of doing that and they can do it, that'll be super interesting. Is the Phantom wallet integrated with mobile browsers? I don't think it is, right? How would that work?
Not yet, mate. Like
you'd have to have some kind of login.
Yeah, so you've got the mobile Phantom app, and you've got the Magic Eden app, but they're not integrated yet. You can't log in.
So I guess that must be coming.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool, Dan. All right, so that's a good look at Panzer dogs. I think I might check it out myself. Anything else to say about this before we sign off?
Nope, that's it on this one.
Brilliant. Okay, cheers, Dan, and I'll see you guys in the metaverse.
Okay, thanks, guys. Bye.